Hi, I'm Karen, CEO and founder of SnapRock. Please take just a few moments out of your day to watch this video. This is my story and the story of many women entrepreneurs. Being an entrepreneur is kind of like running a marathon. It takes endurance, and if you have the ability, you can cross the finish line, whether you're a man or a woman. But being a woman entrepreneur, it's like running that same marathon while carrying a 50-pound bag of sand in a backpack. Being a woman of color, it's like running the marathon with that same backpack full of sand while running in the snow. We all know that gender bias exists, but as a woman entrepreneur, we're counseled to not talk about it, that we won't succeed unless we play the game. After all, bullies don't like to be called bullies, but change will never happen if we stay silent. Less than 3% of the $48.3 billion invested in startups last year was invested in startups that had a woman CEO. The statistics are far worse for women of color. It's not just funding. Gender discrimination happens at all levels. It's more difficult to find co-founders, mentors, or even just to have vendors return emails or phone calls. I didn't let any of that discourage me. I learned to code, and I built an MVP on my own. Eventually, I was able to build a team, and then we built the final platform, which was beyond my wildest imagination. I have over 10 years of experience in my industry. Male founders with little to no experience, not even a prototype, received millions of dollars in funding. We needed funding for the cost of data, servers, and patents, but we were unable to secure any. For the last year and a half, I've worked 14-hour days, used all of my savings. Because I had done the research, I validated what we were building. I even have a waiting list of customers. I had no idea that funding would depend on my anatomy and not by the quality of the platform or the market demand. The average startup founder is a white male in his 20s. I obviously don't fit that mold, but I, for one, think it's past time for that mold to be broken. The face of the entrepreneur is changing. We are women, people of color, gay, transgender. Our abilities, our achievements should not be defined by our gender, color, sexuality, size, or age. We are resilient, we are persistent, and we are survivors. I launched this crowdfunding campaign as a last hope to get funding in order to launch. There's another crowdfunding campaign that's a game about pimps. It promotes sex trafficking. I'm not kidding. It's raised over $30,000. The guy who wanted to make potato salad last year raised over $50,000. And even though I've only raised a little over $200 at the time of this video, I refuse to give up hope. There has to be more people that are willing to support women entrepreneurs than who want a game about sex trafficking. But for me, this has become more than just one woman, one startup. As women, we need to share more of our stories. We need to stand up to bullies in all forms. We need to use our voices. We need to support each other. And men, being pro-equality does not mean being anti-men. Can you imagine succeeding in your chosen profession if you had to continually prove yourself? Do you want your daughters, your wives, your mothers, your sisters to be judged by their gender and not by their ability? To have to work twice as hard, twice as long, and be twice as smart just to have the same rights given freely to others? We teach our daughters that they can be anything they want to be, but is it really true? If we continue to be silent on this issue, there will never be change. I know not all of you that watch this will have the means to donate, but if you can, please share this and ask your friends and family too. Any amount will help. Howard Zinn said, "Small acts, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world." If you're able to, please donate. Your donation will not only help support one woman entrepreneur, launch one startup. That one startup will create jobs, but more importantly, Your support will be a voice against gender discrimination, a voice of change, empowering others who are trying to make better lives for themselves, for others, and for their families. And ask your friends and family to do the same. The face of the entrepreneur is changing. We want to be judged by our abilities and not by our gender. If you're interested in SnapProp, I've uploaded a video in the gallery section of the Indiegogo campaign. I've also provided a link at the end of this video. Again, thank you so much. Have a great day.